great for the league. It's great for where the direction of where it's heading. The growth of the game. Internationally, it's incredible.
I know there was a few kind of like jokes about it on stage, but like when you see a deal like this, do you sit there and think, well, that's money that's in the league and for the players?
I don't really get off into all that, honestly. Obviously in the back of your head somewhere, that that's money that's going into the BRI, and it's more for the players, but it's more for everyone. I think that's what's important. As the league continue to grow, we continue to reach new heights and doing different things, different deals, and I think it's just beneficial for everyone. I think it's even more beneficial for the guys that's going to come after us, and they'll continue to, they'll capitalize on the things we've done for the game, and then, someone to come after them and capitalize on the things that they've done. So I think it's important to just, continue to do your job to, grow the game.
It's been an interesting summer across the league. What's kind of stuck out to you personnel-wise, some of the moves?
It's been a lot of moves for sure. I think what stood out to me most is some guys you don't know what team they're on. With all the moves that's happened, there's been so many moves that float under the radar. Just because there were so many big moves. You're talking Kyrie, Jimmy, PG. Like, I don't know if we've ever had a summer where those many top guys are on the move. And so, Chris Paul, and so I think, the things that stood out most to me is just the amount of guys that were on the move and the amount of big names that were on the move. You very rarely see that. And when you look at it, none of them were free agents. They were all trades. And so that's very interesting.
How much of that do you think is a direct result of what you guys have done?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't speak for what other teams' mindset is. But it may be a little bit.
Did the Kyrie stuff surprise you? Both that he made it clear he wanted to leave and that he ended up leaving?
I wouldn't necessarily say it surprised me. I'd say more than anything, just the respect level that I have for him. Like, that's tough to do. I don't think, when people take into account that he put so much pressure on himself by doing that, but the willingness to do that, knowing the pressure that comes with that and saying, I'm ready to do it, let's do it. That's what stood out to me more than anything. It's not the surprise of, hey, Kyrie wants to leave. That happens all the time. It happened with Shaq and Kobe.
Right.
And it's happened with a ton of other guys in the NBA.
Sure.
Over the course of the years. But for him to be willing to step out and say, hey, man, this, a lot of people would say LeBron's the greatest player in the world. To say it, and it's, I don't say this in disrespect to LeBron, but in speaking to Kyrie, to say, I don't want to play with him no more. I want my own thing. Because you have to deliver with that.
Right.
And he's basically saying,
put a target on
yeah,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready to deliver. And that's big. That says a lot. And in saying that, like I said once again, he wasn't a free agent, so he could have gotten traded anywhere.
Right.
But he's pretty much saying, I don't care where I go, I'm going to make it happen. I think that's that says a lot about who he is as a competitor, his character. That says a lot about him.
Do you think that kind of the way the sport has evolved, going all the way back to even when LeBron went to Miami in the first place, do you think that it's kind of ushered in a new era of guys being willing to say, hey, I'm going to take my career into my own hands as opposed to getting drafted somewhere and just making it work like that's it for a long time?
I think LeBron made it okay. I think he opened up a new door for guys. He gave guys a voice, willing to use that voice.
Right.
And I'm not even sure at that time he knew what he was doing, because there was so much backlash with it and all other things, but it really opened up new doors for guys. Maybe he did know what he's doing, I don't know. But he did something special for guys around the NBA, to, like you said, to take your career in your own hands and go where you fit, you want to go. And, obviously there's been rules in place to try to stop it, but you still have the power to do what you want to do. And I think that's a special thing. So I think if anything, he just opened guys' eyes, to what you can possibly do.
When you look at all those guys you talked about moving this summer, they basically all, in one way or another, engineered where they were going. I mean, Kyrie and Paul both said they wanted to leave, and Chris, basically, I mean, he's going to be a free agent. He kind of engineered that trade to the Rockets. I mean, that's stuff that 10 years ago probably people wouldn't even have really thought about doing.
No, absolutely not. And with the LeBron move, that's 7 years ago, I think now.
Right.
So, like I said, I think that's the move that opened the door for everyone. To kind of do what it is that you want to do. Take matters into your own hands. I think that's the move that did it.
And Draymond, with that environment, with other teams and games, what did you make of the fact that you guys were able to keep the core and also add pieces?
I think it's great. For us to be able to add some pieces was fantastic. Obviously, I think the most important thing for any team is to keep the core together, especially in championship team. We were able to do that. I think it's special. I don't know how many teams in the history has brought back 13 or 15 guys. Like that's quite a bit, but it's a special thing. I'm looking forward to it. One of the best things about it is I don't think camp will be so tedious this year because everyone will know what's going on. You bring back 13 guys, so moving forward, to be that familiar with each other, I think it's a special thing, and it says a lot about Bob, as a GM to get things done, but our ownership as well, for allowing Bob to get those things done. It's pretty special.
Jordan said you guys have gotten to spend some time together this summer. What are your thoughts on him, and how's he going to fit in?
I think he'll fit in well. One thing that'll be big with him is floor spacing. Just knowing where to be on the floor. But he has some things to him that you can't teach, and that's exciting. He wants to learn. He wants to work. When a guy wants to learn and wants to work, very rarely do they fail. And so I'm excited, to spend even more time around him. Jordan's a rookie. Usually when you're a rookie, you're kind of always here. And when you're not so much a rookie, you're always on the go during the summer. But as we get closer to the season, we'll spend a ton of time together. I'm looking forward to it. You always want to be around as a guy. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself I would say I'm a vet, but I'm not like a super vet. But just you always looking for guys to take under your wing and try to show them the way because when they succeed, it just gives you a different type of feeling, to see that young guy succeed. So I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time with Jordan, continuing to watch his growth.
All right, guys, I got to have him do one other thing, so thank you for stay right there. Real quick, Martin Medina, say hi to Draymond.